Okay, next is you're going to start combining all the dry ingredients. And I'm going to just keep looking over here because I wrote down my recipe. So let me show you what you need to do. Mixing bowl, new one, leave the butter and brown sugar to the side. And you're going to first need 2.5 cups of flour. Got my flour right here. And we're going to spoon it in. This is why I had the spoon, because I have a weird container for flour. And I hope you guys all like this. Why did I do that? I didn't do it into the I just did it straight in the mixing bowl. I don't know how much this is. I have no idea how much this is. I'm gonna be pretty silly doing this because it's fun and I love baking. I haven't baked for so long. Like exams and high school and college. Yeah, college. Not fun, but I love it. And I am done on summer break, and this is the best way to start it. If that's Cedric the Hulakian, I'm going to kill him. Tumblr user, and he's texting me. But I'm going to ignore it because I want to bake. Alright, and I don't want to stop this. Alright, so this is, 2.5 cups of flour. Add that into the mixing bowl, all mixed up. And then you're going to need to add to the dry ingredients, you're going to need 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Different from baking soda, in fact. It actually has a different chemistry to it, and therefore you can't use baking soda. You can if you use the right substitution, which you look up on Google, so don't worry, it's there. Everything is on Google. Alright, so that's 1 tablespoon. Add that in. And now half a teaspoon of salt. Don't add too much salt. That's just a bad idea. I've done it. It's not a good idea. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Alright. I've realized I'm going to be rambling a lot during these videos, but you know what? I'm having fun. So I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I am, because I love talking to you guys. You guys are so amazing. I love my Tumblr Bloods. I refer to you a lot as Tumblr Bloods to all my friends, or as my friends that are from different parts of the world, like from California and Canada and Netherlands, so yeah. And also North Carolina. I love how you guys are probably going to know exactly who I was talking to, just by me saying that. Alright, and now you're going to mix it all together. Now, most people have a thing they use to mix. I use a fork. Forks work good, so use a fork. You don't have to. Alright, just mix that just a little bit, just so it's combined. Alright, after you do that, we're going to combine it into our brown sugar and butter. I really should have music on. Should I sing? Nah. Maybe I will later. We shall see. Alright, we're just going to combine that. See, right now it's all... I spilled flour on the floor. Oops. Alright, you're just going to combine it till it's all combined. And one of the reasons why your hands must be clean is because you are going to have to use your hand at some point, because shaping the dough and stuff. Oh, and there's no eggs, so you can try. And that's necessary because you want it just the right taste. Because lembas are amazing and you need the right cinnamon and honey and vanilla. Alright, it's almost combined. I'll show it to you in a minute. It's like, it'll get a little crumbly. That means you're almost done, and you just gotta keep working at it before you actually use your hands, because you need to press it together. And yeah. One of the weirdest ingredients that will be in this is what I'm going to add next. Oh, I didn't mention it. You need heavy whipping cream. And that's important because that adds to the consistency of it. Alright, it's like fine granules right now. And I'm just going to use my hands and I'm just going to press it all together. Should I... See? Pressing. Maybe I should stand up on my stool? Nah, that doesn't work. Oh well. I'm just gonna do this because it works. And I'm just gonna ramble here because it's fun. almost combined. You don't need it perfectly combined at this moment. See, it should look like this and like form a ball. But it's still pretty dry because there's hardly any wet ingredients. So it's not quite ready yet. As soon as you can pretty much pack it together, kind of like snow, like that, you're going to add in the next set of ingredients. I just grew and shortened. Alright, what you're going to do next is, you need to add in the cinnamon. Cinnamon! Okay, I'm going to let you guys in on a secret though. Cinnamon, you don't add too much of. I had an experience one time where my cousin, crazy cousin, he added in, like, I left him alone with some cinnamon scones and he was adding the cinnamon. He put in half the thing and I was just like, Kevin, no, you don't do that. Sorry, just checking. You need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, but don't put any of the ingredients away because a lot of it is a measure of taste test. So even though you're adding the ingredients now, make sure you're going to go back and fix it just to make it just taste just good and just perfect. Alright, so you need 1 teaspoon and you can use your fork just to mix it into the mix, or you're going to use your hands like I am, even though you can't tell. Yeah. Just add that in. It took so much convincing to get all my family out of the vicinity. But luckily, my mom and dad had their wine and their cheese, and my brother and sister had Disney Channel. All is well in the world. Yeah, so this is how the dough should look. See how granularly is? That's how it should look. And I got it on my iPad. Oh well. But it really, like, you can pack it together to make this, but it'll fall apart and I'm spilling everywhere. Oh well. Alright, so next we're going to have it in the wet ingredients. Alright, what you're going to add is 2/3 of a cup of whipping cream. This is heavy whipping cream. Very easy to buy. Don't get like light whipping cream. It has to be heavy whipping cream. Like, it's a special kind. Okay, so no regular cream. Alright, heavy whipping cream, and you need 2/3 cup. I love how I decided to do this in a fez. Makes it makes it much more cool. Gotta admit, it's much more cool. Alright, 2/3 a cup of whipping cream, and you're just gonna pour that in. Right? Yeah, you pour it in. Now, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna add in your honey and vanilla, which is 1/2 teaspoon of honey and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. No, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay? But I will promise you I'm going to add much more than 1 teaspoon of vanilla and honey. Because every sweet I ever make, usually I don't use honey, but I almost always, yes, it's my cute little bear, almost always use vanilla. It's like a general ingredient. But it always says so little. No, you always add, like, I usually double and a half any vanilla usage. So that's 1/2 teaspoon of honey, but I'm going to add more in a minute. Just add that in. I love how I'm using my fingers. Yes, they're clean. They are clean, I promise you. This is really good. It's pure vanilla. You don't need to use pure vanilla, because that's actually usually expensive. I kind of use it up way too much because I like vanilla a lot. There's 1/2 teaspoon. There's another 1/2 teaspoon. And there's another 1/2 teaspoon. Alright, now mix. And you're just going to combine it. And it's going to take a little bit of work because it'll seem gooey and not right. But you just got to keep mixing at it because I'll show you the consistency. It's a very specific consistency. It just should be like cookie dough, really. It's not cookie dough, it's bread, Lembas bread. But there's Middle Earth scones. That's what I've decided to call them. They are Middle Earth scones. There's no specifics like over mixing, or I've made this way too many times that it doesn't really matter. Do do do. Maybe I should sing. Far over the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day, to find our long forgotten gold. Alright, I'm just about done. I'm going to use my hands just for the final flipping and mixing. But see, this is how it should look. It's like dough. It looks like dough. It feels like dough. Think of sugar cookies. The kind you could buy from the store. That's the consistency it should be. Okay? Just keep pressing that. And make sure all the flour is combined into it at the bottom of your bowl. And now is the most tricky part, because it just has to be just right. Now I'm going to taste it a little bit. It's good, but it's kind of bland. So what I'm going to do, add a little bit of everything again. And when I say everything, I mean cinnamon, vanilla, and honey. Add just a bit of that. I love this part. Whee, honey. I usually don't like honey, but I love it in this. Don't worry, I'm doing it from a height, so it's not too much. Vanilla. I love vanilla. Makes everything taste good. Now that you've kind of added this combination of yumminess, you gotta mix it together, and the pork's not gonna work this time, so gotta get your hands dirty here. It's sticky. So sticky. Just, see, I'm just going like, I should do this up here. Just mixing and, don't hit yourself with the dough. It's not a good idea. Thankfully nobody's here for me to get yelled at. Oh, another rule of baking, probably one of the most important after everything else. Always clean up your mess, or your mom will kill you. Which she has, and it's not fun. Alright, almost done. It should be slightly sticky to the touch, but it should be like pizza dough. It will stick a little bit, but it should overall not stick too much, like little pieces. And you gotta taste it. If it tastes just sweet enough, not too sweet, but just sweet enough, you're there, you're good. We're there, we're good. Alright, sorry, I had to grab that. Alright.